Hey everybody, hey everyone, how are you going? Welcome to NMW Day with your girl Reg. My friends call me Reg, but my name is Regina, and my son call me Reggie. Wherever you're joining me from, you are welcome. Like I always say on here, life is good, God is great, and situations are awesome. When we go through a situation and challenges in life, guess what? They make you unbeatable, unbreakable, and man, you are undefeatable. This is the African story. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good day. If today is your first time on this platform, you are welcome. I'll give you a big hug. We are all part of MMW because we're all an MMW family, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Today, I am talking about fear. Wow. Fear is such a strong emotion. Fear is so strong that it will keeps you away from achieving so much more in life. Fear has so much power that it will limit you to nothing. It will limit you to something so small that you cannot advance into anything. So what are you afraid of? What are some of the things that are holding you back? What are some of the things, that you are afraid of? I'm sure this year you have a plan of where you will want to see yourself this year. You have a vision of where you want your life to be or what direction you want your life to take. I am sure you have expectations for the year. You have plans for the year. You have goals for the year. You have, visions that you have put in place for this year, for your life and for the things around you. However, the only thing that is going to keep you away from achieving any of these things that you've listed is fear. So for you to, grow into your highest potential, for you to manifest into the person that you have envisioned yourself for this year, you must first of all eliminate fear. So how do you eliminate fear? Number one, you have to identify what you're afraid of or the things that you're afraid of or what your fear is. And number two, you must confront your fear. You must confront the things that you are afraid of. So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid to fail? Are you afraid to take risk because you think that you will not, get what you want? Are you afraid to be labeled? Are you afraid to be called a different person? Are you afraid to be known as a different person amongst the people that you hang around with? Are you afraid to open up about that domestic violence because, you feel that people will call you weak or they will judge you for staying in that relationship? Are you afraid of what people are saying or what people will say when you make that move, when you take that step or make that decision? Are you afraid of making people unhappy, which therefore put pressure on you by giving up yourself, your dreams, and what makes you happy? Are you afraid to apply for that job because you feel that you are the most unqualified or the most intelligent person for the job? Are you afraid to start that business plan or that project because you feel that you are incompetent or you are not competent enough? What are you afraid of? You see, for you to advance forward into this year, for you to achieve your goals, for you to see your expectations become a reality, for you to live your fullest potential this year, and for you to be exposed to so much more and accomplish so much more and everything that you have listed for this year, you have to identify your fears and you have to confront what you are afraid of. Whatever it is that you're afraid of, whatever it is that brings fear to you, use this as an opportunity to learn about your strength, your limitation, and your resilience by confronting your fear. You see, I've realized that the things that we are afraid of and the things that keep holding us back, when we confront them, we will realize that they are just shadows in our head. And once those shadows are brought to light, you will see that your fear will disappear and the obstacle that is standing between you and your achievement and your advancement will be removed. So my encouragement for you today, rather than you running away, rather than you, giving into your fear, why don't you confront that fear? Why don't you stand up to that fear? Because if you don't stand up to that fear, it's going to stand up to you. It's going to limit you. It's going to hold you down. It's going to detain you that you will not see anything you've written on that list come to reality. So, how do I deal with my fear? Let's say, for example, let's identify one fear. Let's say you're afraid of public speaking and you're afraid to socialize. What can you do to confront that fear. Your fear is you don't want to socialize and you don't want to public speak. You've identified your fear. Number two thing that you can do now is confront the fear. You can make a plan or make a commitment and say, this week, I'm going to go out in a social gathering. When I go out, I will talk to a few people. I will ask them questions. I'm just going to put myself out there. You do it progressively every time, and you will realize that your fear of public speaking will be eliminated. Your fear of socializing with others will be eliminated. Fear number two, let's say you are afraid of confrontation. You don't like to confront people. You've identified the fear. What can you do next? You can make a plan and a commitment. Let's say, for example, a friend has done you wrong. Okay, my friend has done wrong to me. I realized they've done wrong. Rather than me running away from that friendship, what I can do, I can confront that issue. I can talk to a friend and say, you know what, you've done something to me that I don't like, and because of that, I don't like it. Okay, you can confront that fear and deal with the issue rather than you running away and making your relationship, fade away. So you have identified your fear. After identifying what you're afraid of, you commit to confronting that fear and working on the fear. If you don't work on your fear this year, if you don't confront the things that you're afraid of, believe me, you will not be able to achieve anything that you have written on that list, because fear is going to detain you, it's going to hold you down, and it's going to limit you to achieving your expectation and seeing your vision become a reality. Share this video to friends. I hope it's helpful to you because it's been helpful to me.